look at the date and I forgot. I think it's the 10th. Can you hear our bird? I can, but we're inside because it's a rainy day. And it's going to be a very, very rainy day. But well, it isn't raining at the minute, which is why the bird is singing, but it's wet outside. And I hope you can hear him. Oh, I could open the door. There he is. And it is raining. Because I can hear that too. But we'll have the door open for a minute. What the heck? I'm Barbara. I'm the host of the Flame and Fiber podcast. I haven't been inside for quite a while. So, I took her to the doctor yesterday. They apparently do something. There's something about crystals in her ear. I didn't even know we had crystals in our ear, but her crystals are messed up in her right ear, which is causing her vertigo. And so they've rearranged her crystals. And so she has to keep her head up. She's supposed to sleep in her recliner for 3 days. So she's not even going to find out if this worked or not for 3 days because she only feels dizzy when she gets in and out of bed. But I hope it helped. I have a lamp in front of me, so I will take off my glasses because they are glaring. Oh, so I did not sleep well last night. I woke up in the middle of the night and I could not get back to sleep. Could not get back to sleep. I've been having trouble with my sinuses. It's got to be allergies, right? Because I'm not getting any colds. I'm not getting, I'm not catching anything. Because one of the pluses of being so careful with coronavirus is that you're also not catching the flu and you're not catching colds and things like that. Those are also airborne diseases. I bet you the instances of flu are way down this year. I would hope so. You might as well get the silver lining of having to wear a mask and everything else so you don't get anything. But meanwhile, I had sinus issues last night, which makes me think I have allergies, because that's the only thing getting through. It's the pollen when I'm outside. So anyway, but I had a couple of pretty good nights, so I'm pretty happy with that. I still got up. I set my alarm. After 20 minutes, I'm laying there. But, so anyway, so Aura's all settled. Hopefully this will help her. My cousin, my sister-in-law Kim was there, and so she stayed with Garland. But she called us while we were just pulling into their house when she called. Well, I had made a stop to the fish store, or needed to go to the grocery store, a different store, so we were gone longer than his calculation was at all reasonable, and so therefore had to be called. He walked in and he said, I was going to send the police for you. I said, Garland, I thought you didn't worry about her when she was with me. But anyway, so we stopped at the fish store on the way home. So I got some sashimi tuna and some seaweed salad. They make a seaweed salad. They sell a seaweed salad. I don't think they make it themselves. They sell a seaweed salad, which is on my diet, keto, except turns out seaweed has more carbs than it should. But seaweed is one of the most nutritious plants. And so, and I like the salad, and it has sesame seeds in it and sesame taste, and it's yummy. So I got a very small container of that because it does have more carbs than it should. I mean, it's not like pasta salad or anything, but, you know, it's greens. But I really like it. So we had, oh, and they had, when I went in, last time we were there, we had to place an order over the phone, and then they brought it to us. So, you know, you can't see what they have. So I went in, I was able to go in this time, and they had soft shell crabs. So I got myself 2 soft shell crabs for dinner. Dennis does not eat crabs. He eats crab meat, but he doesn't like soft shell crabs. So I got 2 crabs for myself, and we had sashimi, and I had seaweed salad because he likes it well enough, but. So we had a lovely dinner. I made the crabs myself. I cooked my own dinner. I do that occasionally, especially if I'm having something Dennis doesn't eat. I rarely cook for him, as it turns out. But I occasionally cook for myself. So he was out shopping in the afternoon, and I got hungry earlier in the day. Well, I'm getting up earlier, you know, so my eating window has shifted to earlier in the day. So I made the crabs while he was at the store. And then when he got hungry, I had sashimi with him, and then I had dessert. We have a low-carb ice cream that I've been having. I mean, I'm sure this ice cream is part of the problem, part of the reason I'm not really losing weight. But I'm not really gaining weight either. I'm just not losing it. So when we run out of the ice cream, oh, look who came. When we run out of the ice cream, I might start doing better. There she is. There's our girl. Hey there, Munchkin. And I hear Pearl over there. Oh, man. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to show you the dogs, and then you'd see how messy my house is. Oh, the house is a disgrace. I was actually thinking about cleaning today. Yeah. That's how bad it is. Oh, but today, this afternoon, while we wait for Maisie to come back from her treatment, I have to take her in this morning for her last laser treatment on her knee. We will be gathering the paperwork to do our taxes. Now, our taxes were extended till July 15th. That's Dennis and me. In fact, the other day it was hilarious. I think it was on the weekend because, you know, the blueberries started to ripen. And we had told his mother that we were going to bring her some blueberries. And we were going later that day, like in, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 hours later. And we were sitting there watching our news show, and I said, oh, we can't forget. We want to pick blueberries for your, you know, to take them to your mom. And he said, oh, yeah. Shall we do that now? And I said, yes. And we got up, and we went, and as we're walking, I started laughing, and I said, boy, that wasn't normal for us. That is so not how we work. It is never, okay, oh, you're right, we have to do that. Let's go do it now. We never do that. It's always, okay, let's try to remember. He was struck by it, too. I said, wow. That wasn't us. He said, yeah, I don't know. Where did that come from? I'm like, I don't know. But it worked. We got the blueberries. We are procrastinators. We don't like to do our taxes, which really are they're really very simple. We just don't want to do it. We're probably even getting money back because we probably overpaid. I'm hoping. But it's July 10th. Our taxes are due on the 15th. Now, if they'd have been due April 15th, we would have been doing them on April 10th. we do our taxes. And this is actually classic us. This is probably for, you know, we've been married, what did I tell you, 28 years? This is probably the 28th time we've done our taxes on the weekend before taxes were due. That's how we roll around here. So we will be working on our taxes today. At least gathering the paperwork, which is the main thing, you know, and it's not a lot of paperwork. We don't have, you know, we have a very simple tax return. That will be my excuse for not cleaning today. Yeah, but we're not going to be outside. We probably won't even take a walk. I was going to spell it, but we can't even spell it anymore. We've started to use the word perambulate. The dogs have not caught on to that one yet, but they can spell. Life. So anyway, well, that. I won't have to clean. I do have to clean. I can't stand it anymore. So I might do both. Don't hold me to that. Not that you're very kind, and no matter what I tell you I'm going to do, you don't get upset if I don't, except call my parents, which I haven't done yet. I'm the worst child. But I'm just not a big communicator. I'm a terrible communicator. If you know, I haven't called my friend who I keep saying I have to call. I've been saying that for 3 months. And I think it's pretty ironic that I say that, and yet I've done this vlog. This will be the 111th vlog in a row. So I've sat down and done this for 111 days in a row. But I don't call my parents. Well, part of the problem with calling my parents is it's a real pain in the ass. Because they take 2 naps a day. And now they're going down to the dining room to eat. So you look at the clock and you say, oh, they're not there. They're down there for breakfast. Then you look at the clock and say, okay, I'll call them later. You look at the clock. Oh, I can't call them now. They're having a nap. Oh, I can't call them now. They're having lunch. Oh, I can't call them now. They're having their nap now. It's a pain in the neck. You can't, you know, I have picked up the phone multiple times since I told you I was going to call my parents. But I couldn't call them because it was the wrong time of day. So I have to call them in the evening. I have to call them during Rachel Maddow. Then I know they're there. Or whoever comes before them. I don't get MSNBC. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, that's some excuse about my parents. But I'm not a good communicator. I mean, it's been so nice to have this standing meeting with my daughter on Sunday nights, which is day after tomorrow again already. The week is gone by. Because then I talk to her. I don't talk to my son and my granddaughters nearly enough because I'm not a good communicator. And neither are my children. I wonder where they get that from. But we don't, you know, complain at each other. I mean, I have never once called my son and said, you never call me. I mean, I do understand, you know, where he gets it from. And I'm not upset with him that he doesn't call me. I'm upset with myself that I'm not calling more. But my friend in Florida is also not a good communicator. She's not a big phone person. But she's in touch with her other friends because her other friends call her. And I'm in touch with everyone who calls me. I never not pick up the phone. So I'm just saying, it's not like I don't want to talk to people. It's just that making the phone call is not my forte. I did knit yesterday, and I am this far from finishing my fronts. I am going to finish my fronts today. Come hell or taxes or high water. I am. Oh, and we may be getting high water. We're supposed to get like maybe you know, like 2 inches of rain, and the ground is pretty dry, so it might not soak in, it might run off. We're near a creek, so it's possible to have flash floods. But anyway, I'm gonna knit today, and I'm gonna finish those fronts, and I'm gonna soak them and lay them out so they'll be ready to go. And I have decided that I'm going to knit the sleeves 2 at a time, and I'm going to start on the sleeves, and then I should be good to go. I hope I have enough yarn, because I made my sweater way too long. Way too long. Now that I say that, I'm not sure. I hope I have enough yarn. I must have 2 more balls, I hope. I'm gonna go look. Yes, I have 2 more skeins, 2 more balls, plus a little bit left over from each of the ball, the last ball for the back, and each of the fronts. I have yarn left over, so I'm good. I had a minor panic attack there because, you know, I knit this in pieces starting from the bottom. So if I made them too long and need to take yarn away, not the most straightforward thing to do, because I'm not re-knitting around this, you know, this part. So anyway, but I'm fine. I'm just gonna have a long sweater, which is okay, because this is a very utilitarian sweater as far as I'm concerned. This is, she says, wash and dry this yarn. This is wool yarn in that sweater. And so I'm picturing this is gonna be one of my workhorse, wear every day in the house sweaters that I will be wearing because I'm cold in the winter. So I'm fine with that if they're long, if it's long, as long as I have enough yarn. But I'm sitting there trying to picture how the hell am I going to get some of the yarn out of the middle of these fronts and backs, but I don't have to, so. Whew. But I'm going to finish the fronts today for sure and cast on the sleeves. And I'm 95% positive I am not going to do any stitch detail on the sleeves. I think I'll just leave it on the front and the back. The sleeve, putting it on the sleeve almost feels like it's a little too much. If the panels were a little thinner, you know, I could just put a thin whatever. I think I'm going to make them plain. I had to tear back last night because I bound off for the collar here, and then I had to continue doing decreases, and I wasn't focused and paying attention because I was watching TV, and instead of decreasing up here, I was binding off. I'm like, so I had to go back, tear back to my, and I hope you know, they may not match exactly on each side, but I'm not going to worry about it. I couldn't tell, so I figure if I can't tell, nobody can tell. Well, I guess I'll be taking Maisie in the rain. She don't care. She loves the rain. She could be wet all the time. She's a water dog. Poodle and a Newfoundland. Neither of those dogs are afraid to jump in the water. Let me tell you. So she's a water dog, so she doesn't care. It's raining. So that's good. All right. I have blabbered on enough. So the plan for today is to get the paperwork for the taxes, take Maisie to her laser appointment, not in that order, work on my front, finish my fronts, cast on my sleeves, kill some things in some dungeons in EverQuest 2. We did that also yesterday, and that was fun. So I've got a lot of things going on, and if I, you know, very possible I might clean a little bit because it's going to be raining for the next couple days, and I think it's going to get to me. So, and that's what it takes for me to do that house cleaning stuff. It's got to get to me. Luckily, it gets to me before it gets to Dennis, and so he's not sitting around going, oh, I can't stand it in here, and feeling like he has to clean, because he would never say, can't you clean that up? He would never say that. Never, yeah. So anyway, so I might even make a little stab at the living room, but it's raining outside, but our bird is still out there. He's not tweeting at the moment, but he was. So I will say goodbye on our dreary rainy day, but we can use the rain. I'm sure the corn would love some in the fields. And I will start my day, see what time it is, start this, get this going before I take Maisie for her laser treatments. This is her last one. Next week she just gets shots. And then it's all done. But they have definitely helped her knee, so that's good. So she's no longer limpy, which means she's probably in a lot less pain, and that's a very good thing. And when Pearl gets up at the end of the day, if she's been laying down for a while and she gets up, she's still limping from that pulled muscle in her groin. So you can't convince them to sit down and relax for a week. Let their boo-boos heal. It doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. But do it, you can do what you can do. But got 2 100-pound dogs. They want to play. It's hard to stop them, and you kind of don't want to, because they're both puppies still, kind of. Pearl's 3. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I will have finished my fronts. That's one of my goals for today. And I hope you're well. I hope everyone's safe. I hope you're not having allergies. Hope you don't have a cold or the flu either. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.